So finally, we are doing this video today. I'm actually here in the village, which is actually almost 27 kilometers, just like the other side I told you. Now, someone did say they would prefer eating meat for the breakfast, so that's why we're having this video. And oh my god, I skipped all the salt. So before we start digging in, I just want to say something little. I will explain exactly how it is made. And
so before we continue, let's first go and wash our hands, because I know some of you might say, okay, this guy is trying to eat without washing hands. So they do provide in a place where you can wash your hands, so don't mark me wrong or anything. Before we continue, if I dig in, let's watch.
This is what we call chapati, as you can see, and this one is meat. It's meat mixed with some, then you have like some, what do you call this, pepper and stuff. It's here with salt. Then there is onion, no, I mean not onion, I mean like lemon, so you can kind of do this to it. Yep. So I hope it's not yet still kind of hot, not too much hot, because I didn't want it too much hot, but this is exactly meal that you would get in the village. So with that said, let's try to test it. So from the tasting, I think most of you know how chapatis are made. I will explain how chapatis are made at the same time. So the taste is good. The chapati is really soft and it's very, very good. And the lemon, you would feel it. I'm gonna add some little bit of a lemon here. So the lemon, you will feel the lemon itself, and there's also a pepper here. This one here, I hope you can see it. I'm gonna just put it into it so as I can feel the taste into it. Yeah, kind of feel also the pepper inside. So generally, this is the general breakfast that you get in the village. How this is made, I wish I would have gotten the chance to make some clips of how it is made, but I kind of got late where here the place that I'm eating. And it's not most of the times that I do eat here, because you guys know I am a fan of cheap things. So this is almost around, let me convert it. Where is the other? Okay, let's convert this into US dollars. So this is almost around. So for the chapatis, these chapatis you'll get for the price of 300 each. For each of it, you'll get you'll pay for it on 0.125 US dollars, and for the soup, you'll pay 1,000, which is equivalent to 0.4. So like for this total summation of how much I paid for it, it's this is like 3 chapatis. That's generally to me, but some people will take even 2 or even 1. It's totally enough. So for the 3 one, it's just like 1,000, and this one is like 1,000. So with this meal, we paid almost 0.4, really 0.4 US dollars. Wait, let me convert it again, because I don't believe it. It's like 2,000 divided by 2 for, it's like 0.8, sorry, so 0.83 US dollars. So for this whole meal, we paid 0.8 meal. You can't believe this, it's really 0.3, right? But that's the truth, guys, and I'm really enjoying this meal. The soup itself, the pepper still there. Let me try meat and get some chapatis first. This is delicious. So I did have to I didn't get the taste of the pepper so much, so I had to like crunch it and like bite it and get like a piece of it from it. You see, it was a cycle, but now it's a little bit. So my hair kind of get itchy when I eat things which are actually hot and which are kind of what should I say? They're kind of like things like pepper. So let me just continue eating and see. It's good. I also did a video on mihogo, something called mihogo. It's very cheap compared to this, very cheap also. So if you are really interested in getting that too, you should see the video. Now, one of the things you see, this whole breakfast, would get it for 0.8 US dollars. It's because here it's in the village, but if you're in town, this is not gonna be. It's not gonna be like 0.8 US dollars. It's gonna be like almost around. Let me calculate it right now. It's gonna be calculated almost around. For the same meal, you'll get it for 5 US dollars. Yeah, correctly. I know some people will be selling like 0.8 and 5. Yeah, there's a big difference because we are using Tanzanian shillings, so it kind of makes sense because we are paying almost 2,000 for this whole meal, but then you'll be paying 12,000. This is a good breakfast. Like, thanks to the person who suggested for a video of a meal specified with the meat. So he was interested in having a meat, so what would he get? Probably that's what I thought of, and that's why I came with this idea. So I'm gonna eat this whole meal and enjoy this meal. I hope you guys will enjoy watching me eating, and I'll be saying something.
So before I continue eating, I just wanted to explain how this is prettily made. As you can see, we have the flour. I'm going to explain it very short because I don't want to take so much of your time. Just want to show you exactly how it's made. Now, as you can see here, we entered in between of how it was being made, so it wasn't from the scratch. But what they do is they take the flour. When you use the flour and you kind of mix it with water, there are so many tutorials outside there, so this is not a genuine tutorial that could tell you on how we make it, but I'm just going to show you the overview of how exactly it's made. As you can see, there's a flour there. So the flour will be mixed with a little bit of oil, and some of them would mix even with the Blue Band. Depends on how they want to cook it. And then from there on, after mixing it with a Blue Band, then they would mix with hot water. Then after mixing hot water, then they would like make it like it's like kind of grinding. How should I call it? It's not like, it's like massaging the flour with water and oil, if that kind of makes sense. Water, oil, and then there's a little bit of a salt they would add into it, and then a little bit of a sugar. Depends on how they make it. Some of the people would make it more better by adding Blue Band and other stuffs, but in villages most of them it's just very simple. And I've seen this being made even in Pakistan, in other countries too, so it depends with the place and depends with other people how they call it. But in the worldwide, mostly it's known for its name. It's called chapati, and it's very famous. So here also, after that, then they would make into those small round balls. I think you can see them from the other side. Those round balls, that's when they would like grind them, as you can see she does it. Then she'd add a little bit of what should I call this, flour, because if she doesn't add the flour on that pan, is it like something that she uses to grind, then the chapati would stick on the thing that she uses. It would stick, so then they would use the flour to make it not sticky. So this is not a tutorial specifically, and I'm not a really good cook, so I'm just a little bit of an explanation of what she was saying. She was using Swahili words, that's why I'm translating them into English so as it can be a better understanding for everyone. Then from there on, as she would keep the other chapatis in the pan, so as they would like still get a little bit of
After that, it's just putting all the three together, and then they would fry it for a couple minutes. I think it almost took like 2 minutes, if it's not 3 minutes. Then they'll be turned up and down depending on which side it's already made. As you can see, I'm gonna fast forward this, but generally it took us like 2 to 3 minutes to make sure that it was all ready. And even though there is one in the middle, it would still be well because they will be interchanged, as you can see, so as it may also be well. Let's get the meat. And the meat is very good and soft, as you can see. Still hot. Really delicious. It's very delicious. If I had the power of like eating this meal every day in the morning, I would have done that. But it's just because I can't make it on my own, and I can make it, but it's taking color time. That's why I have to buy it. So just have to sometimes buy and eat. Would I recommend this to you? Yes, I would, because the fact is, not always gonna get time to cook, and sometimes it's always good to try new things. I know these things, most of them, they could be found in places like Pakistani or those countries like that. They do make their own chapatis. I've seen that on the videos, and I've seen my friends who are actually Pakistanis, they make these things, so it's kind of a good thing. And my chapati is about to get over. I think I'm going to add another one. If you want extra, there's always extra you can get. That is the large piece I just ate. Let's go into request for more. Should I? Kind of satisfied. No, it's in the morning, so you don't have to get too much satisfied. So that's all for today, but remember, there's more videos coming up with the local village, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and until then, hope to see you next time. And I'm so happy. Let me finish my soup. Yeah, and there it's done. Yeah, soup is real. Soup is real, real. That means was a little bit of a off. So I can't eat it. And the rest here is just list. I'll eat this. Yeah, that's what we're done. I'm going to wash my hands, and thank you for watching. There'll be more awesome videos coming up. Until next time, see you and bye bye. See ya.